my gosh, that was so weird. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cat Raquel Books. I'm Catherine, and today I will be doing my August wrap-up September TBR. I had planned to read 4 books this month. I did not get to 4, but I got to half of those. I read 2 books this month, and I know that's really bad. That is so bad. I do try to read a little bit every night. I'm not a fast reader at all. I like to take in what I read, and I didn't have very much time this month to read because back in July I started my dance camp. I thought it was going to be for just 2 weeks and maybe a couple of practices the week before school. No. Also this week on Monday, which was August 26th, on the 26th, I started school. Yay. Started junior year. Oh man. Junior year, let me tell you. This is going to be the hardest year. I just know it. Enough about drill team. Let's get to what I read this month. The first book that I finished this month is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum, and this was a great book. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars, and I have to say I really enjoyed this book. I have seen a little bit of the movie, but this book was so fun to read, even though it's it's not exactly like a book that a kid could read, but it's such a nice, like, fairy tale-ish story, and I don't know, I just really liked it. It just made me feel like a kid again. And the second book that I read this month is The Book of Broken Hearts by Sarah Ogler. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was an excellent book. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought this was an excellent book. I really enjoyed it. Something that I would definitely recommend. I would recommend this to anybody that loves romantic contemporary novels. And I just really loved this book. I enjoyed it a lot. The ending was very good. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought this was an excellent book. I really enjoyed it. Something that I would definitely recommend. I would recommend this to anybody that loves romantic contemporary novels. And I just really loved this book. I enjoyed it a lot. The ending was very good. I don't even know what else to say about this book. Like, it just, I don't know, there were times when I wanted to cry. I didn't cry, it didn't make me cry, but it almost made me tear up a little bit. So, and when books make me cry, or they get me teary-eyed, or they make me teary-eyed, I know that it's a good book because it makes you feel. I definitely recommend this book. That was on my list, and I did start reading it. I am not that far into it yet, but I am loving it so far. It is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, and this book so far is amazing. I'm definitely going to have a book talk on it, or a book review, or whatever. But yeah, so far I am just loving this book. I'm definitely going to finish it during September. And so currently I'm on page 55, and here's my little Post-it note. And yeah, I'm just, when you know it's going to be an awesome book when the first 50 pages are awesome. So yeah, awesome right here. And one question that I got on my August TBR was, what do I use to mark my books, to mark my pages, and why? So I think it was in my Wizard of Oz book, so let me get that real quick. So it was a question from Hollister Girl, and in this book I actually used Post-it notes, and I did answer your question, but I wanted to say this because other people might have had the same question, I don't know. But I did use Post-it Notes, and I know I have one in here somewhere. Here it is. So I used a Post-it note, and it was sticking out like this. So that's what I used, and I actually have a Post-it note in the 5th wave, which is what I showed you. It was pink. I have a bunch of Post-it notes in this book because I have to annotate this for school as well as of Mice and Men, which is why I had Post-it notes in here. And to mark my pages where I leave off, I don't like to dog ear it or fold the corner over because that just bothers me. I don't like bent pages, especially bent covers when they're paperback. Oh, I hate that. But that's what I used to annotate the book. So I would write my little annotations on a Post-it note and stick it in here. So during the month of September, I plan on finishing The 5th Wave by Rick Yancey. And this book, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this is about, and I probably talked about this at least twice in one of my videos. The next book that I plan on reading this month is Dare You To by Katie McGarry, and I've also talked about this book. So if you don't know what this book is about, you can either look it up on your own, or you can go to my video, to my August TBR. I believe I talked about this book. It is the sequel to Pushing the Limits, and Pushing the Limits was amazing. So I'm hoping that this book lives up to my high expectations. The third book that I plan on reading this month is Night School by C.J. Daugherty. This book I also talked about in my August TBR because it was part of my August TBR. I unfortunately could not get to it, but I have to get to it this month. I have to read more this month, or else I'm just going to be extremely disappointed in myself. So yeah. But this is basically about a girl who gets in trouble a lot, and she gets sent away to a boarding school, and this boarding school has some strange things going on there during the night. So yeah, Allie, I think Allie has to find out what those strange things are, why she ended up going to this strange school, like what brought her there. So that is what I plan on reading this month. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please give this a huge thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more upcoming videos, and also leave your comments down below. I got a lot of, well, I say a lot, I've been getting some comments on my videos, and I love reading comments and I love responding to them. I think my mom called me. I think dinner's ready. So I love, as I was saying, I love responding to comments, and yeah, and I also got a comment on my August TBR requesting a bookshelf tour. So I've been wanting to do a bookshelf tour, but I just feel like every time I watch someone else's bookshelf tour, I just feel like mine is so lame compared to theirs, because they have such amazing books on their bookshelves, and I'm just like, okay, well, I need to get more amazing books and then I can do a bookshelf tour. But yeah, so I don't know, if y'all want to see a bookshelf tour, let me know in the comments down below and I will do one. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye!